Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Iris. Little safeguard play in the background there. I actually get over 40 kills, which is not very common for me, so I was pretty excited about the game. Played the objective a little bit, and for some reason, these guys were playing like bots. So listen, if you're gonna run in front of my gun, I'm gonna shoot you. And I really didn't have to go looking for too many of these guys. They were just running out there in the open. I don't know what they were doing. I actually played a game after this, which I think I used in the background for the Keemstar response video from yesterday. If you guys didn't take a look at that, go check it out. The link will be down in the description underneath my past videos. He didn't look at it. I didn't get the retweet like I did 1 year ago, but I did my best. I'm not going to be annoying about it. I'm not going to be a 12-year-old about it either. I tried. He didn't see it. He didn't do anything. Maybe he did see it, but he didn't pay any mind to it, so I move on. But something about that video, though, kind of struck a chord in me when I was thinking about things that I could do to get more exposure to my videos and my channel, besides doing what I do now, which is just tweet it out or utilize Google Plus and LinkedIn and Facebook and things like that to get it out there without spamming it too much. And it's weird. It's almost like if you just mention somebody's name or you just put the right hashtag, you're just bound to get more views. I mean, I got more views on that video. I think it's a little over 80 in a day than I have on a lot of my past videos that I've gotten in like a week or 2 weeks. And it was pretty crazy just because, I sent it to Keemstar. And it wasn't even being that spammy about it either, with hashtags and adding in at him on Twitter with it. But made me think, like, when you get like big channels like PewDiePie is a great example, and I'm gonna put a little screenshot up there about a video he literally just posted 12 minutes ago when I was gonna look to do the video, and he literally had over 50,000 views in 12 minutes, which is just crazy to think that. Now, obviously PewDiePie's got over 40 million subscribers, and he's well established, obviously, and he could do his thing. And he's at the point where he could pretty much do whatever he wants, and he's gonna get the views, and it's cool. Sometimes there's bad PewDiePie and sometimes there's good PewDiePie, and he does a little funny shit that he does. Some of his stuff's funny, most of it's really not to my taste, but he's done what works with YouTube. And sometimes it's getting ahead of a trend. What's going to be the next trend that you can get in front of and start doing with your channel, that hopefully you're in the forefront and you're taking off with it as that arrow is going up. And recently I've seen a couple of people that I'm subscribed to and that I talk to on Twitter. They've gone down the wrestling route, the WWE and all that, and that's working out well for them, and I wish them good luck with that. Wrestling, personally, it's not really my thing. Every now and then I'll flip it on if it's like some big match or something like that. I'll check it out, but it's just not my thing to watch day to day or make that type of content on my channel. But I'm trying to think, what are going to be the trends that I could, or that we could get out in front of, that's going to be the next big thing. I mean, listen, you've got news, but that's kind of like, if you want news, you're either a Scarce fan or you're a Keemstar fan, right? So those are the two places that you're pretty much going to go. To start a news channel with drama and stuff that's going on in the gaming community, you're just not going to get anywhere unless you had a tremendous amount of help, or if you were established yourself already. Me with 300 and something subs, I'm not going to get anywhere with that. Somebody who had 50, 60, 70,000, you've got a little base underneath you could probably change your direction and head towards down that. But I started thinking, what's something that nobody's really doing? Is it a certain game? Is it a whole different genre that maybe I could look into? Is it a different type of news? Is there something that somebody's not doing that I could jump in front of? And I know many of you that are listening to me also have your own channels and are content creators on your own. And maybe you sit there and think about that to yourself as well. I'm sure you do. I'm sure you've done it at some point. What could you do differently with your channel, or what is going to be the next big thing? Now, in gaming, I don't really see, some game being the next big thing. I mean, I doubt there's going to be some big channel that's going to emerge as a Battlefield 1 channel or a Titanfall 2 channel or any games that are coming out like that. If you got a COD background, you might have a little bit of a base and you can kind of merge into one of those games. But I'm trying to think something maybe not with gaming that I could do with my channel. You know, is it real news that I could talk about? Is it, you know, tech articles, and, you know, not being like talking about technology itself as a whole, but is it something that, you know, every day on my commute to work, I go through Flipboard, and I'm subscribed to a bunch of different articles, magazines in there, if you will. And, you know, there's a lot of interesting stuff that I have an opinion on and that I'd like to talk about. And maybe I could do a little something on that where I could kind of read what that article was. I could post a link for you. You could check it out, and I could talk a little bit about what my thoughts are about that, instead of just gaming all the time. Because I kind of think gaming is kind of saturated. I mean, it's a game. You run around, you shoot people, or, you know, if you play Minecraft, you put blocks. You know, it's kind of, everybody knows the game. If they're watching you, they know the game. So I'm just trying to look for something that I can generate, you know, comments and feedback, and, you know, talk about things on Twitter about something that's not gaming, but I could still produce content with it on my channel to draw more views, to draw more subs, and hopefully grow a little bit, get a little bit of a bump. Because to be honest, you know, posting up to TSG every now and then, you know, it's cool. You know, it's cool to get your video up there, but for the most part, you're gaining a lot of dead subs, and, you know, I don't think anybody's gonna extensively grow from a TSG upload unless, you know, you're a beast at the game. You know, you're getting 100 kill games every game, or you're throwing up nukes every day, or something like that. But somebody like me, a channel like me, is not going to grow, you know, to get 50 sub bumps every time I post up to TSG. It's just not going to happen. You know, there's other little communities that we're doing, like Classic Com Revival, which is great. I love posting content up to there. I like those guys over there. I think that's a great idea, just to keep it old school, a little place you could go to where, you know, there's old school commentaries going on. So I'm just looking for that next thing, the next trend. What's going to happen? What's the next thing that people are going to be jumping into and, you know, change their content and go forward in? And I just want to get a little piece of it, some ideas, what you guys might have thought of in the past. Was there something that you thought was a trend in the past that you tried and it just didn't work? You know, I'm interested in everything. So let me know down in the comments if you guys can think of anything. As always, I appreciate all your time, and I appreciate all the support you guys gave me yesterday on the Keemstar upload. You guys really didn't have to do that. You guys went above and beyond. You know, you retweeted it. You threw the likes on there. You threw comments in there, and I really appreciate all that. And, you know, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Well, that's it for this one. Listen, I'll see you guys on the next one. I don't know when the next one's going to be. A little bit busy at work. Hopefully I can get one before the weekend. But you guys know I don't like uploading on the weekends because I just get saturated and thrown at the bottom of the bucket. So I'll see you guys on the next one.